Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The LSU Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On the move, it's Berry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to pick up a first down. Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Baptiste. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Raging Cajuns offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
Now, he was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. It's caught. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off play action on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll heave it deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you opening drive. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Lewis wants to pass. Now improvising. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Got him, and nobody's close. Oh, he's getting ahead of stick. No one there to stop him, except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. First down for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able. Down at the 45. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Louisiana! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Power football with the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Holstein. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They'll run the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Looking to the big tight end. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker, it's Terry. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
And the Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Raging Cajuns are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and there he goes. They get him out of bounds, but not before he's crossed midfield and gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Scrambling away. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. Touchdown LSU! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Oh, what a move to get room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Holstein. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let it go. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's caught. It's buried. Oh, what a move to get open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Tigers with the 1st and... to the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Lost to throw again. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. return. What a play there. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Terry.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dennis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This crowd knows when to bring it. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And that one will give them the lead.
And that That's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to power it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You can just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cajuns. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. LSU right back to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Might be looking to run. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Dennis. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And some room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Terry. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now, I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now, let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
LSU quick to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down, and both of these Man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pulling their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. And they can't make the play on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. LSU right back to the line. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Looking for the 2-point try. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will will try to milk the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's Clark. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in 3rd and long, right where you want them. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Unloads it left. Right on target this time. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? That's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tiger!
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Handoff to the lone back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Wants to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. They try to pop a run on the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Might as well give it to him again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of concern.
He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime! With that last win, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches.